TED Talks, A Guide to Creating Unforgettable Speeches and Changing People's Minds, by Chris Anderson. Key point 1. Being proficient in presentation skills is crucial for making a significant impact in the contemporary world. If the idea of addressing an audience fills you with dread, you're not alone. Many individuals have experienced the fear of public speaking. Surveys indicate that public speaking ranks higher on the list of fears than snakes, heights, and even death. According to Chris Anderson, the anxiety associated with public speaking doesn't stem from the presence of a lurking spider on the podium or an audience brandishing knives. Rather, it revolves around the potential impact on our reputation. As social beings, we highly value others' opinions, seeking their respect, support, and affection. Strikingly, our future happiness is, to some extent, contingent on these perceptions. Consequently, we've developed a belief that our performance on a public platform can either enhance or diminish our standing. Regardless of our current confidence levels in public speaking, acquiring presentation literacy is imperative for making an impact in the 21st century. If you aim to communicate who you are and what you stand for effectively, speaking up is essential. Fortunately, you can leverage your fear of public speaking as a valuable asset. Adopting the right mindset can transform that fear into a motivator, compelling you to prepare thoroughly for your presentations. Public speaking is not an inherent talent reserved for a select few. Instead, it comprises a diverse set of skills that can be learned, an art to be cultivated. Regardless of your current assessment of your public speaking abilities, there are steps you can take to improve. Embrace different approaches to giving a talk, find what suits you, and acquire the necessary skills. While you may not initially resemble a polished orator, your self-confidence will grow over time, and you'll be pleasantly surprised by the positive impact that presentation literacy can have on your overall success in life. Key point 2. The effectiveness of your speech hinges entirely on the central idea. Contrary to a common misconception about public speaking, it's not about eloquence, stage presence, or confidence. The pivotal factor when addressing an audience is having a message of substance. As a speaker, your primary objective is to articulate something genuinely meaningful to you and imprint it in the minds of your listeners. This crucial element is referred to as an idea, an intellectual framework that they can grasp, internalize, appreciate, and be transformed by. Your idea need not be a groundbreaking scientific discovery, a brilliant invention, or an intricate legal concept. Your presentation could revolve around a straightforward how-to, a reminder of life's most significant aspects, or even a vision for the future. An idea possesses the power to alter people's perspectives on the world. Crafting a compelling idea in the minds of your audience is a remarkable feat. Achieving this means bestowing upon your listeners an invaluable gift. Essentially, a part of you becomes a part of them. Recognizing that people are drawn to stories and that everyone can develop the skill of storytelling is pivotal, according to Chris Anderson. Therefore, before dwelling on how you'll present yourself on stage or anticipating the applause, ask a fundamental question. Do I possess ideas worthy of a broader audience? If your response lacks confidence, it's time to invest effort into developing something worth sharing. Chances are, you have more within you that's worth sharing than you realize. It doesn't necessitate extraordinary achievements in science or the arts. Your unique life experiences are inherently valuable. Extracting insights from these experiences worth sharing requires some introspection. Fun fact, many exceptional talks are rooted in personal stories and convey a straightforward lesson. Reflect on your experiences over the past 4 to 5 years. What truly stands out? Identify the 2 or 3 accomplishments you're most proud of. If given the chance to be a TED speaker next week, what's the one idea you'd be eager to disseminate to others? Key point 3. Utilize a through line as a unifying thread for your idea, preventing confusion among your audience. In the realm of plays, movies, and novels, a through line serves as the cohesive theme weaving together all narrative elements. This concept is equally applicable to talks. Every talk should possess a through line. Keep in mind, as a speaker, your primary aim is to construct something captivating within your listeners' minds. Envision your through line as a sturdy rope, anchoring all components of the idea you're developing. This doesn't imply that your talk must focus on a single topic, narrate a singular story, or follow a linear path without deviations. Rather, it suggests that all components should interconnect. When crafting your through line, condense it into no more than 15 words, ensuring those words carry substantial content. For example, vulnerability is something to be treasured, not hidden from. Additionally, strive for a through line that avoids predictability or dullness, steering clear of phrases like the importance of perseverance or the two main projects I've been working on. Contrary to the misconception that outlining one's work or describing an organization suffices for a great talk, such an approach often results in a disjointed and impact-limited presentation. To capture attention and influence lives, dedicate time to two essential tasks. 1. Show why it matters. Clarify the experience you're sharing, the question you aim to answer, or the problem you're resolving. 2. Reinforce each point. Bolster your assertions with facts, stories, and real examples. This is the key to implanting cherished ideas in someone else's mind. Essentially, a talk is a shared journey between you, the guide, and your audience. To ensure a successful journey, provide your audience with a glimpse of your destination and ensure each step contributes to reaching it. The through line shapes the metaphorical journey, guaranteeing both speaker and audience arrive at a gratifying destination by the talk's conclusion. Key point 4. Steer clear of detrimental talk styles, as they can become the downfall of most speakers. As a speaker, it is imperative to avoid 4 specific talk styles that not only present an unsightly image, but also pose risks to both your reputation and the well-being of your audience. Here they are. 1. The sales pitch. According to Chris Anderson, a speaker's duty is to contribute to the audience, yet many speakers falter by attempting to extract value from their listeners. It is crucial to avoid being perceived as a tedious self-promoter. Conference attendees are not there to be subjected to a sales pitch. Instead, build a reputation as a benevolent speaker who positively impacts the lives of the audience with something remarkable. The speaker's job is to give to the audience, not take from them, said Chris Anderson too. The ramble. When people invest their valuable time and attention to listen to you as a speaker, it is essential to use that time judiciously. Stick to the point and present your ideas effectively. Straying from the main topic and indulging in rambling discourse can result in losing your audience's attention. 3. The org bore. Avoid framing your talk around the intricate history, structure, and team of your company, NGO, or laboratory, assuming that such details will captivate your audience. Your listeners are not affiliated with your organization, and they do not find these specifics engaging. Instead, focus on the nature of your work and the compelling ideas that drive it. 4. The inspiration performance. While many speakers aspire to receive applause and tweets praising their inspirational prowess, it's crucial not to fall into the trap of prioritizing style over substance. Rather than aspiring to be a superficially acclaimed public speaker, invest your time in something meaningful. Genuine inspiration arises from selfless work, courage, authenticity, and genuine wisdom. Allow these qualities to guide your talk, and you may be surprised at the positive outcomes. Overall, avoiding these talk styles is essential for maintaining a positive image, safeguarding your reputation, and ensuring a beneficial experience for your audience. Key point 5. Forge a connection with your audience by establishing eye contact and revealing your vulnerability. Knowledge cannot be imposed, it must be willingly embraced. Similarly, you cannot instill an idea in people's minds if they are not receptive. Our minds are incredibly valuable, and as humans, we naturally exercise caution when opening up to strangers. Overcoming this caution as a speaker involves making the vulnerable human within you visible. According to Chris Anderson, creating an impact is impossible without human connection. No matter how brilliant your talk, clear your explanations, or sharp your logic, it won't matter if you don't first connect with the audience. Even if they understand the concept, it might be forgotten without a lasting impression. As a speaker, a primary task is to establish a trusting human bond with the audience, encouraging them to willingly grant you access to their minds. Maintaining eye contact is a powerful way to make an early connection. Humans have evolved the ability to read others through their eyes, discerning subtle movements in eye muscles, to gauge emotions and assess trustworthiness. Enhance the impact by incorporating a warm smile from time to time. Another effective method to connect is by revealing your vulnerability. Letting go of your ego and expressing nervousness can work in your favor. When the audience senses your nervousness, they become more empathetic and supportive. Being willing to be vulnerable is a powerful tool for a speaker. When stepping onto the stage, focus on your genuine excitement to share your passion. Take a moment to greet a few individuals, make eye contact, nod, and smile. This approach sets the stage for a meaningful connection with your audience, laying the foundation for a successful presentation. Key point 6. When incorporating visuals into your presentation, it is crucial that they are both enlightening and visually pleasing. Many speakers assume the necessity of creating slides to complement their speech. However, Chris Anderson suggests taking a moment to question whether slides are truly essential for your speech. More often than not, you may find that you don't need elaborate slides to effectively convey your message. In fact, many highly viewed TED Talks make no use of slides at all. Contrary to the belief that incorporating images will enhance the interest of your talk, it often has the opposite effect. Slides can divert the audience's attention from the speaker to the screen. The true power of a talk lies in the personal connection between the speaker and the audience, and slides can hinder that connection. For talks that are personal, humorous, or enriched with vivid stories, it may be more impactful to forego visuals and focus on engaging directly with the audience. As Chris Anderson asserts, having no slides at all is preferable to having poorly designed ones. However, it's important to acknowledge that many talks can benefit from well-crafted slides, and in some cases, visuals are integral to the success of the presentation. If your talk necessitates visuals, ensure that the slides reveal information, provide explanations, and are aesthetically pleasing. Avoid overcrowding slides with multiple images or ideas. Each slide should focus on one concept. The purpose of visuals is to support your spoken words, conveying information that words alone cannot. Keep your slides simple, visually appealing, and refrain from duplicating verbal content. Your visuals should offer additional value to your audience. Key point 7. You have the option of either memorizing your talk or using a script during your presentation, and the choice depends on what aligns best with your preferences. There are various ways to prepare and deliver a talk, and it's crucial to discover the method that suits you the most. In the early stages of talk preparation, one of the primary decisions to make is whether to write down your entire speech as a complete script or establish a clear structure and speak spontaneously to each point. According to Chris Anderson, each approach has its merits and drawbacks, and the one you opt for depends entirely on your individual style and personality. Scripted. Using a script has the advantage of allowing you to include everything you want to convey within the allotted time. Additionally, for talks involving complex explanations, putting every word in writing and refining each sentence and paragraph can be beneficial. However, a significant downside of a scripted approach is that your talk may lack freshness unless delivered flawlessly. There is a substantial difference between being read to and being spoken to, and audiences typically respond more powerfully to the latter. If you choose the scripted route, it is crucial to practice your entire script to ensure it doesn't sound rehearsed. Format the script in bullet points to easily catch keywords, enabling you to maintain eye contact with your audience. Unscripted. The primary advantage of an unscripted approach is that it allows you to sound spontaneous, lively, and genuine, as if you are thinking aloud. If this speaking style is comfortable for you and the material is familiar, an unscripted approach may serve you better. However, a potential pitfall of this approach is the pressure that may arise, leading to difficulties in articulating key concepts. To overcome this, practice multiple versions of each element of your talk aloud until you have complete mental clarity on each point. Ultimately, there is no inherent flaw in either approach to presentation. Many TED speakers script and memorize their entire talks, making efforts to ensure it doesn't sound memorized. The key is to find the approach that you are most comfortable with and commit to it. In conclusion, whether you're a leader advocating for a cause or an individual aiming to make a meaningful impact, public speaking emerges as a potent tool to evoke empathy, generate enthusiasm, share insights, disseminate knowledge, and champion a shared vision. In today's era, traditional methods like writing letters to newspaper editors or publishing books are no longer as effective in leaving a lasting imprint. To truly make a mark in the world, standing up and speaking out has become imperative, and the internet facilitates the rapid dissemination of your words and the passion behind them across the globe. Chris Anderson emphasizes that presentation literacy is a formidable skill, accessible to individuals of all ages, offering a superpower that can be harnessed. While public speaking tends to induce nervousness in most of us, the good news is that presentation literacy is a learnable skill. By cultivating the right mindset and utilizing effective tools, you can transform your fear of public speaking into a motivating force that drives thorough preparation. Renowned figures such as Warren Buffett, Eleanor Roosevelt, and Princess Diana initially grappled with a fear of public speaking, but triumphed over their apprehensions, turning it into a tool for personal development. Becoming an excellent public speaker is a personalized journey, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Numerous methods exist for delivering a talk, and you can discover an approach that resonates with you while acquiring the necessary skills for proficiency. By incorporating the insights discussed in this summary into your presentations, you may not initially match the prowess of the world's greatest orators, but over time, your self-confidence will blossom and you'll evolve into the best speaker you can be. Try this. During your talk, regularly establish eye contact with several audience members and showcase your vulnerability. This practice fosters a connection between you and the audience, adding a personal touch to your presentation. Remember, people are more likely to be receptive to your ideas when you disarm them and earn their trust.